Hello, my name is Don and welcome to episode 19 of our Football Manager 17 Let's Play with Blackburn Rovers. Today is the last game of the season. We play Millwal. Kind of just skipped to this game because reality was we're playing for nothing really, so it was just sort of like, right, let's get the season finished. I'm trying to remember what the last game we played on camera was. I think it was somewhere about here. Certainly on Norwich, so let's go with Norwich because I want to make sure I cover them all. If I've gone past some previous results, I'm sorry, please bear with me. So I lost to Barnsley 2-1, a 1-0 defeat to QPR, then a 1-1 draw with 10 men of Bristol City. That was frustrating, I can remember that game. We then beat 10 men of Fulham 3-0, Cardiff 2-0, lost 3-1 to Ipswich. We needed an own goal to score and Trias got sent off. Beat also 1-0 with Leon Boyce coming off the bench to score. Jason Cummings got a brace against Brentford despite us having 10 men we held on. We beat Birmingham, Paul McDonald coming off the bench for his first senior goal, and James Wilson scored the only goal of the game against Reading, so we lost 1-0. That leaves us 13th in the league with 61 points, which gives us one more point than we did last season with a game to play. We've also already scored more goals than last season, and unless we lose 6 goals in this game against Millwal, then we've conceded less goals than last season, which shows improvement. And I feel if I hadn't messed up with the corners, and it wasn't that I got my corner tactic wrong defensive corner wise, it was just I had the wrong players doing the wrong job. As soon as I corrected that, we stopped conceding from corners. We started winning games again. We lost to morale again. As soon as I got that back and got the team harmony going, we were okay. And if you look at the back half of the season from November, December was actually pretty poor as well. No, wait, from about Millwal onwards, you actually see the results picked up a bit, and we stopped having these streaks. There's obviously a couple of losses in places, a couple of draws. For example, here to here, it's probably the biggest without a win. But I feel like we're knocking on the door of having a team that is capable of competing for a playoff place. If you look, we're only 11 points off, and we have squandered more than 11 points this season through mistakes I have made rather than the team. You see Jason Cummings there, third top goal scorer as well. He's done a fantastic job. Do expect to lose him. How much is he worth right now? Actually 8 million. He's got a release clause for Premiership clause for 11 million. So I am sort of expecting that to be triggered, if I am honest. Nonetheless, let's get into this game. It's the last game of the season. For next season, I'm going to go through all the tactics, have a look at set pieces properly, try and get us a bit more Phil suspended into it. He's still suspended for about 20 games from his red card situation. He got suspended for 2 games and it was deemed that bad that he got suspended for another whole load of games. He did get a 2-week fine for it though, which he accepted. I actually meant to play Casey Palmer in this game. Oops. Let's give the fans a performance to cheer for. So we're playing a control tactic, so I'm going to go through both the tactics, play around with set pieces, try and get something that works a bit better for next season, go through all the individual tactics again, do a little bit of work. We've got 3 confirmed signings for next season. I asked the board for a bit more money and they agreed. So we got, I think it was just over 3 million. I tried to sign Rob Holding, they wanted 3.3 for him. I got a deal accepted for it. It was slightly more than 3. I think it was 4 million that I got the deal accepted for. And his agent came to me with a contract that was completely locked out. Absolutely everything was locked on the deal. So obviously it wasn't that interesting come in. And while I would have liked to have got him, and I would have probably gave him the type of contract he was looking for, the club just simply can't afford it. I think he was wanting something like 38 grand a week. Now, I said I would probably give him that deal. I probably wouldn't have given him 38 grand a week. I'd have probably given him a lot of deals that would have had him as one of the highest earners at the club, but he's not worth it. So we've got a guy who's, I think we've got 2 midfielders coming in, one who will retrain as a central defender, could be retrained as a target man as well, which is interesting. but I think we're going to retrain him as a ball-playing defender, which I think he would be really good at. His height, though, from memory, isn't the best, which is the only worry I've got with that. And we've got another midfielder coming in, an experienced one, who's very good, and I genuinely can't remember the other one. Pretty sure we have 3, might just be the 2. Nonetheless, there are 3 confirmed signings, and there was 2 confirmed signings, sorry, and actually I'm just going to go and check. Yeah, so we've got Ali Crawford as well, and it's Simeon Emanuelo, who is 24-year-old Italian, decent, coming in for literally pittance. As Millwal on the attacks, we've got Charlie Adam coming in, we've got Jay Fulton coming in, or Fuller, I can't remember, Scottish lad anyway, and Ali Crawford coming in confirmed, and that Emanuelo. I know that's a lot of Scottish signings. I was trying to intentionally not sign Scottish players, but the reality is when I went through and I'm looking for players, in our budget, the Scottish market, or Scottish talent, that's not even in Scotland, is by far the best ones. Charlie Adam, I didn't even realise he was a free agent, and one of my staff said we should scout this player, so I just do my usual scout all, nothing ever usually comes up. Charlie Adam came up, it's like wages dirt cheap. I was like, that's a good deal, why not? Liam Boyce is through, but he's put it over the bar. So we've got a number of players, 3 players confirmed coming in already, and I think it's an outlay spend of 450k, which is good enough for me. A chunk of that's spread over the next 3 years as well. I did try and get another one in, which would have been a centre back, but the board basically, because I'm over the wage budget as it is, the board basically killed any chance of that happening. I will be looking to sell some players going forward, but I'm not going to hold my breath. Wilson to Gregory. Martins Pereira absolutely bossing it there. That's a good ball into Liam Henderson, who's went and filled the void. Oh, he's skied it. He's absolutely skied it. So yeah, there will be some players I'm looking to sell on. Liam Henderson's actually in the maybe category as well. Particularly with the arrival of Ali Crawford, if we can get another cam that's likely to come. Boys, he's hit the bar, that's unlucky. Yeah, so basically if we could get another central attacking midfielder to come in, or I could even retrain Martins Pereira up there, I think I need to assess that properly. Then I probably would be happy to let him go if a bid of reasonable value was to come in. Cummings forward for Boyce. Jason Cummings, it's a good save from the goalkeeper. Ryan Gold, in what will probably be his last game for the club, if I'm honest. Presti has hit the bar. I would like to keep Gold, but they're not interested in selling. I've made numerous inquiries into getting him to stay. So if he stays, it'll be another loan deal, and I'm not that keen on it. I still need to get another centre back, although I'm thinking we've got so many that are on loan that are maybe not quite there at the level that I would like yet, but they're not far off. So maybe just giving them a chance, rotating them around and seeing how they get on. Still need 2 wing backs to come in and a backup striker and maybe a new first choice target man, because I'm not impressed with Liam Boyce anymore. To be honest, he had a good first season. This season he's been god awful. Dukara isn't in the same sort of category, where he's decent but not there, if that makes sense. I think both of them would be good backups, so if we can sell either one of them, probably more likely Boyce because of the wages, I'd be happy with that. Silva, Clark intercepts, so wait, Thompson back forward, Wilson again, end of highlight. Jason Cummins having an absolute howler up top. Pellinard, Gold, Boyce, Theo Pellinard. And the young French left back shows our strikers how to finish. Absolutely sensational stuff. And we are going to bring on Paul McDonald for Jason Cummings. I think it might be the Regen's first shot on camera. I'm not 100% sure on that, so quote me if I'm wrong. The other ones that we need to look at is we've got a load of Regens in. There's loads. I can't remember. I think there was maybe one standout, but it wasn't that outstanding. I will go and quickly have a look, and I will let you know after the game. I should have shown you earlier on. I think the last episode, it was just before the last episode that I recorded. But overall, fairly happy with the squad. And I don't think we need radical changes. We just need little bits here and there. Pellinard with a good block there to prevent what I think would have been a certain goal if he didn't. Shane Ferguson in towards the back post, Prestia knocks it clear. Ferguson, and it goes again. Away, Henderson flicks on, but nobody there. Wilson picks up. Romero. Holding clears. Gold. Forward for Boyce. In the highlight. Thompson. Wilson. Gold intercepts. Beautiful. And keeps it away from the man that came in to take it off him. McDonald. Gold. Theo Pellinard. And he found a decent ball in. That's decent. Not quite meeting his man, but it was the right area, right idea. Gold. Martins Pereira. Boyce. Gold. McDonald, it's deflected wide. Corner kick to us. So next season's the season I am looking to really challenge for the playoffs. It's sort of worst case scenario, but again, I suppose I kind of want to be showing progress as well. And while we've progressed from last season, we're not much better. I'm going to make another sub. We're going to bring on Casey Palmer for Liam Henderson. So yeah, we've shown progress, but we're not outstandingly better. Got no idea how to say that name. Da Silva, O'Brien, sorry. Wilson. Seems to have played in about 10 different positions, this Wilson guy. He seems to be absolutely everywhere. Hanley, absolutely bossing that sort of rope position there. It's a good ball through. It's Gold, and again another good save from the goalkeeper. Other than Cummings though, we've not really scored a lot of goals like last season. We had Henderson was in amongst the goals. Boyce scored a few when he arrived. Cummings obviously scored a few, but there's been no outstanding goal scoring threat in our team apart from Cummings, and when he's not been scoring, it's been difficult to see who is going to score. I mean, he has scored a third of our goals, which isn't surprising given the fact that he's our sort of main striker, if you like. But I still think we should have had at least a couple of other goal threats making up a larger percentage of the goals scored for our team. Boyce, for example, I think scored hardly any. Is probably the highest profile example is Benacar on the ball, Thompson, O'Brien. We're going to bring one more sub. It's going to be Joe Riley for Jordan Clark. Just freshen things up. He's not the most comfortable on the right hand side, Joe Riley, but he does the job. Benacar, Wilson, Thompson. They're all over us like a rash right now as Da Silva makes a good effort, but Rea is equal to it. Still the only surviving player from when we took over. I think the last of those that did survive are all out on loan and leave at the end of the season. Benacar, Wilson. Corner to Millwal as this cross is blocked. They're obviously looking for their last to get a couple extra points for this season. Rea, I'm not sure what happened there. It looked like Rea had it, but it's worked out okay as McDonald has it. And he gets a foul out of Josh Da Silva. Kranich with the goal kick. Forward. Holding. Gold. Boyce, McDonald, Palmer. Oh, it's deflected a lot. It's cleared away. Grant Hanley, Williams, Martins Pereira, Gold, McDonald, Palmer, Boyce on his left foot, his favoured left foot as well, and he just can't do anything with it. It's so frustrating. Kranix plays it forward. Martins Pereira, Palmer. Decent ball in. Boyce. Could be his last goal for the club. It's 2-0. I think we've deserved 2-0 in this game. We've created a lot of chances. And Leon Boyce has it in the back of the net. It was a good bit of play by Palmer. Goes down the wing. Just a little burst of pace. Plays it into a brilliant area. Boyce somehow hit it straight at the goalkeeper, but it was close enough that the keeper couldn't handle it. So he got away with it. That guy whose name I can't pronounce running down the right. Plays it inside. Grant Hanley intercepts. Out to Joe Riley. Boyce, Palmer, McDonald. The youngsters lost it to Webster. The guy whose name I can't pronounce. That's a brilliant ball into O'Brien. Into a brilliant channel. Rhea equal to it. Palmer with the free kick. That's deflected only just wide. The keeper had no chance after that deflection. Gold. Decent ball into the back post, but the goalkeeper comes out and collects before it can get to Rob Holding. And that looks like it's going to be the game. At 2-0, as we're just now seeing what I assume is the final whistle highlight. It is indeed with Grant Hanley passing it to Rob Holding. Apparently it was a sensational performance by Liam Boyce. I'm not convinced myself. Nonetheless, a 2-0 victory to end this. We've finished the season on 64 points with 56 goals, 46 conceded, which actually gives us the second best goal difference out with the playoffs. QPR are the only ones that beat us. Extremely happy with that. I think we conceded 52 last season, scored 51, so +5 and -6. So good swing that. Good swing. So yeah, under 18s, this will be where we find our main guys. Ignore that David Rhea is in there. He was there because of he got injured again. Rob Cooper is the star man of that regen spree. As a central midfielder, probably try and retrain him somewhere else, but is decent. Has a lot of weaknesses. We'll obviously be tutoring him. Sean Cunningham, decent looking attacking midfielder, again needs a bit of tutoring, but we'll look after him, do our best. Gareth Buxton's no. David Rowe could be, I think he is. Left winger, kind of signed him just because he had potential, can maybe sell him on. Marsden, I don't think he is. Apparently he is. Okay, so again, young striker, again, I think he's already getting tutoring. Yep, like Kenny Miller. My daughter's crying in the background, I do apologise, she's just sleeping, but she's just having a little girl in her sleep, and I think that was it. Anyway guys, that will end this episode. Thank you very much for watching, and I will catch you all next time.